Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. And we are at the end of 2021 and it's been, man, a crazy year. So much has happened this year in the Funko community, you know, in the Disney community, theme parks, and for us as well. And definitely want to, thank you guys so much for all the support you've given us. This year, we not only passed 500 subscribers, we passed 1,000 subscribers. We're almost at 1,400, hopefully 1,500 real soon. And it's been a crazy year, and our Funko collection has gotten a lot bigger right around us. You can see all these shelves. I've pretty much tripled my Funko Pop collection from 2020 to 2021, and had a lot of fun this year. So thank you guys so much for having fun with us here on the channel and following along. And if you guys are new, make sure you do go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you can, leave a like on the video. It helps us a lot and only does take a second. Also hit that bell, of course, so you can be in the know whenever we have new Funko Pop videos and any other adventures drop here on the channel, because we always do have fun here on Adult Adventure Time. So while we're at the end of the year, I was kind of thinking back on the Funko year, and I wanted to look at some of my favorite Funko Pops that I was able to get from 2021. And I know a lot of people out there might be putting together their top 10 list, whether it's the 10 best or the 10 worst Pops of the year. For me, I'm not going to do a worst Pops of the year thing, because I don't really necessarily want to be that negative about it. But I do want to talk about some Pops that were really great. Now, of course, I didn't get every single Funko Pop this year, so there might be a lot of Pops that might not be on this list that are on your guys' list as your favorite Pops from this year. So let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite Funko Pops that were released this year. I'm not going to talk about Funko Sodas or anything like that. I'm just going to be strictly talking about Funko Pops. And so I definitely have a lot of really awesome Pops. I'm going to be talking about 10 Pops plus 3 honorable mentions that are a part of my favorite Pops of 2021. And when I was going through this list, it was definitely really hard for me to come up with those 10, because I probably got hundreds of Pops this year. I had so many really, really awesome ones from 2021. So there were a ton of exclusives, even some con ones, or just ones that meant a lot to me that did not make this list. So they have to be really good Pops if they are going to hit this top 10 list. So pretty much think of this video as my top 10 favorite Funko Pop. Not necessarily the best one. I'll probably have this video as titled as Best Funko Pops, but it's really my favorite Pops that I got, that I currently have in my collection, that came out in 2021. And number 10 on my most favorite Funko Pops of 2021 list is going to be White Vision from WandaVision, the glow-in-the-dark Walmart exclusive. This one is really awesome. I have shown it off right here on the channel. I absolutely love this Pop. It's part of that second wave of WandaVision figures. And as you can see there on the back, where you have Scarlet Witch Agatha and Monica Rambeau in the common version of it, this one was really awesome. It was hard for me to get. I was actually able to come across it over at one of my local comic book shops, but I absolutely love this. And WandaVision is still one of the highlights of the year as terms of not only Marvel content, but also just shows and movies in general. It's definitely one of the best things that I watched this year. So this Vision one is a great reminder of one of my favorite shows of the year, one of my favorite Marvel characters as well, and just really a really awesome moment in the show when we saw that Anti-Vision or White Vision come back in that one post-credit scene. And then, of course, when we saw him in the final episode, I think it's really cool. And I cannot wait to see this character back again in the MCU. So the Vision Walmart exclusive glow-in-the-dark Funko Pop is number 10 on my list. And number 9 on my list is a Pop that I actually just got in. I actually haven't even posted the video of me finding this during a Funko hunt. That should be coming up pretty soon. I just had to schedule them out a little bit, but this Pop is absolutely awesome. It is Alexis Rose from Schitt's Creek, the New York Comic-Con exclusive. And now this is amazing Pop, not only because it's one of my favorite shows that was out there. Schitt's Creek, absolutely amazing. This character is really, really funny, but just the moment. So if you don't know, this moment in the show is actually where Alexis shows off her previous career as a singer slash dancer kind of pop phenom, where she released one album and her title song, a little bit Alexis, and she actually does a little bit of a song and dance with this outfit on. So it's that moment from the show. absolutely hilarious. Probably my favorite moment from the entire show. So it was awesome that they made this into pop form. And yeah, we actually just finished Schitt's Creek this year, so it was just perfect timing that they put this out in 2021 as well. They do have the other Schitt's Creek Pops that we have right here on the back as well, and they're supposed to be having some more. So maybe those ones might make my 2022 list, who knows? But to Alexis Rose, as soon as I got here, I knew that she was going to be one of my favorites in the collection. And number 8 on the list is also a pop that I literally just got in earlier today, but I knew when I saw this like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, that I had to get it because it's one of my favorite Pixar characters from Toy Story. This one's from Toy Story 2. It is Rex playing the video game. It's so cool there. So look at the detail on that. You have Rex already. Rex is my favorite character from Toy Story, but also he has like kind of that makeshift helmet on. He has the game controller in his hand. I believe it's when he's playing Buzz Lightyear, the Buzz Lightyear game in the second one. And then it even has the blocks that says Rex. You can kind of see on the back here. It says Rex there. I think that's so cool. The detail on this is amazing. And the fact that it's one of my favorite Pixar movies, one of my favorite Pixar characters, my favorite Toy Story character. And it's a deluxe pop, so it's a bigger one. So it's definitely going to be out on my desk. Just all of those things. I really, really love. So, Rex from Toy Story, the brand new deluxe box lunch exclusive, is definitely in my top 10. It is up at number 8. And for number 7, we have to go back to earlier this year to find this pop. I believe this pop came out in April, and I was super pumped to get it. It actually was really hard to get at first, but I was able to get my hands on one, and it's been a really awesome pop. But it's a big guy, so give me a second here. Here we go. It is Neon City Lights Godzilla, the Walmart exclusive from Godzilla vs. Kong. See, it's so big I could barely fit it in the shot there. Look how awesome that is. The blue color, the blue eyes lit up as well. That's so awesome. I love this. I even have it out of the box from time to time. It's just so huge. And you know what? I'm going to take it out of the box right now because having it in the box just doesn't do it justice. And just look at the immaculate detail on this guy. You see the scales on the front to, of course, his kind of fire scales on the back. His claws, the eyes, the teeth, everything about this pop is absolutely perfect. And it's definitely a huge upgrade over the original Godzilla pops that came out after the 2014 Godzilla movie. It's absolutely awesome. Now, of course, there is a Kong version of this, King Kong, and he's purple in the city lights. But I just love Godzilla. Godzilla is my favorite monster. I love Kong too, but Godzilla is absolutely my favorite monster out there. So this one had to be in the top 10, and it hit number 7. It's pretty high on the list. And number 6 on my list, we're actually going back to WandaVision. Number 6 on my list is Billy and Tommy in their Halloween costumes from WandaVision, the Emerald City Comic Con exclusive. Now, of course, it was a shared exclusive sticker. Couldn't get it during the actual lottery. I don't remember. Yeah, this one we could not get, but we did get it through from Amazon. It's definitely a really awesome pop. So you have Billy and Tommy in their Halloween costumes, kind of dressed as their comic book counterparts there. And like I said before, WandaVision, one of the best shows on TV this year. And this was such a cool moment when we were able to see Billy and Tommy, and then they like instantly came out with the pop. It was perfect timing. Remember that when that used to happen? When something used to happen on like a movie or a show, and then immediately the pops would be out, or the pops would come out right when the movie was coming out. It doesn't really happen now. Like, we're having to wait a couple months after the movie comes out or show comes out in order to get the pops. But this was perfect timing. They kept it like on wraps the whole time too. There wasn't many spoilers about Billy and Tommy coming out. So this is a really cool pop, and it hits number 6 on my list. So we got through the first 5 of our top 10 list. Before we get to number 5 through 1, I did want to stop and just bring up some honorable mentions of some pops that were just outside the list that I really, really considered for this top 10 list. And I was able to narrow it down to 3 honorable mentions. Now, the first honorable mention is a pop that I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to have on your list as well, because it is such a cool pop with some great glow on it, an amazing exclusive. It is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, the Water Dragon glow in the dark exclusive from Box Lunch. That is just super sick there. If you guys have not checked out the video where I unboxed this and showed off the glow, definitely make sure you go check it out, because it is probably one of the best glows on any pop I have seen in quite a while. So this one, it's just outside the top 10 just because I haven't watched Demon Slayer myself, so it's not really something that I have a strong attachment to, like when I talked about the WandaVision or Schitt's Creek or Toy Story. But it's a really, really awesome pop, so I have to at least acknowledge it in some sort of way, so it hit my honorable mentions. My second honorable mention is one that is really dear to my heart, just because I love this character and it's my favorite Disney movie, and I had to pre-order as soon as they announced it, and I was super excited when I got it in, but it just missed the list. It is Flynn Rider from Tangled. This is a AAA anime exclusive pop. It is definitely really awesome. I love how he's holding the most wanted poster of him. I love the smolder and kind of the facial hair on that. It was definitely a great pop and great color in the box too. And this is a great one to go with the Rapunzel with lanterns, which I actually think is somewhere right back here as well. It's somewhere on the shelf, actually right down here. So this is an awesome pop. Those are two of my favorite Disney pops that we got in the collection. Actually, that one also missed the list just as well. But this Flynn Rider is definitely super awesome. And our last honorable mention is going to be the Blacklight Black Panther Target exclusive pop. And it's a little bit hard to get that look with the reflection here, but it's super cool. Now, one of the reasons why I did not put this in is just because, you know, there was a ton of Blacklights from Target. So, one, it would be hard to kind of choose. Now, I think this is my favorite of the Blacklights that I have that came out in 2021. But the fact that they really are just the same pops that already have come out, but now it's just Blacklight, kind of threw it down a little bit lower on my list. It's still an amazing pop, and it's awesome, and I think this is definitely a grail. It's going to continue to be a grail for years to come. But when I was just thinking about the top 10 pops that came out this year that I got in my collection, this one just fell off the list. Although it was really close, I did have it on the list at one point, but just going back and forth, a couple other ones knocked it out. So with that out of the way, let's get back into the list and going to number 5 on my list. This is one that I got very early in the year. It's another Emerald City Comic Con exclusive. This one is the ECCC limited to 4,000 pieces glow-in-the-dark treasure skeleton from Pirates of the Caribbean based off of Disneyland. And of course, everyone loves Pirates of the Caribbean, whether it's the movies or the ride in Disney. Everybody loves it, and we are big fans of that ride too. So the fact that they made this is really cool. So it's a treasure skeleton out in Disneyland. One of the scenes, I think it's a little bit earlier in the ride, where you're going through the caverns and you drive and you go by on the boat and you see this guy sitting there. But super cool because it's glow in the dark, plus of how limited it is and how closely tied it is to the Disney parks. It definitely made it one of our favorites. Definitely our favorite Disney pop that we got in this year for sure. This one was super cool. And number 4 on the list is a character that is another Marvel character. Definitely one of my favorite Marvel characters. I've talked about him before. It is the Winter Soldier, the new Year of the Shield Amazon exclusive from Captain America the Winter Soldier. I have put out a video unboxing this guy, and that video actually has a pretty good amount of views on there. You guys really seem to enjoy it. A lot of people watch it, but if you have not watched that, definitely make sure you go check this out so you can get a better look at it. And this is definitely still one of my favorite Marvel pops, and this from this movie is still, I guess I would say, my favorite Marvel movie that has come out. Captain America the Winter Soldier is definitely really, really awesome. And so the fact they were able to make this Winter Soldier pop, the detail on it with the mask, kind of holding the dirty, kind of scratched up shield too, that is just so cool. And Bucky with his hair kind of falling down, it is absolutely sick. So they made the updated mold. I do have the older Winter Soldier pop as well with that mask, but I think this one just has so much more detail that absolutely had to be one of my favorites from this year. Now getting into the top 3 best pops of the year. Number 3 on my list is going to be the Pop in a Box exclusive glow-in-the-dark Avengers Endgame Wanda Maximoff. Of course, everybody loves Wanda now with WandaVision. We already saw a lot of WandaVision pops already, but now we get her coming from Avengers Endgame. This was a long time coming. It was rumored and hinted back at, I think, like mid or late 2020. It finally came out, like, I want to say fall or the end of the summer. You guys can go back and check when I put up my video, because I got it like that week. But this is such a cool pop. Glow in the dark, her eyes glowing, her using her powers there on the side. It's super cool how you can kind of see that where all the red kind of lights up. Great outfit. And Wanda, one of the best characters, really showing her power in that scene during Avengers Endgame. What it would be better is if they made a pop moment of her kind of crushing Thanos. But that scene where she shows up Avengers Endgame always just gives me the goosebumps every time. And the line that she says, "You will," is just one of the best moments in the MCU so far. And so this pop right here commemorates an awesome character and an awesome part of that movie. Now, with the pop that ended up being number 2 on my list, I kind of forgot it came out this year. I knew I had it. I just completely forgot that it came out this year just because 2021 felt so long. But it came out in February of this year, and it is a big grail now in my collection. It is also an Avengers Endgame pop. This one is the Funko Shop exclusive glow-in-the-dark Loki. And this one is so cool because, yeah, in that scene where he's able to kind of escape with the Tesseract is really awesome. But with him being all chained up, the detail, with him being all battered and bruised from the Battle of New York, and then holding that Tesseract in his hand that glows up, definitely a really awesome pop. And this was one that really went very, very fast. But I was able to get my hands on there, and I actually keep it on my grail shelf in a hard stack here. I got to keep it protected. Protect your grails in the hard stack, guys. And then, so Loki is number 2 on my list of favorite Funko Pops of the year. And the number 1 pop on my list that came out in 2021. If you guys know me, you know now I'm not only a Marvel fan, but I'm also a big DC fan as well. And I'm a big Zack Snyder and Justice League fan. So I knew that I had to grab this one. And it's definitely the biggest grail that I now have in my collection. But it's definitely my favorite pop of 2021. And it is the Zack Snyder's Justice League metallic limited 500 piece DC Shop exclusive 4-pack. This is absolutely amazing. So we got Superman, Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, Desaad, and Darkseid all together in one big 4-pack. This is the pop that I definitely wanted most. And like I said, it's the biggest grail that I now have in my collection. It's just so cool. Black and white metallic characters. The box is great. Now, the only problem with this is that I don't have a protector big enough for it. I've seen 4-pack protectors online, but they say they come in different sizes. So it depends. I don't know what size this is compared to like the Ghostbusters 4-pack or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-pack. I don't know. So if you guys know a good way to protect this pop, let me know in the comments down below. Please, I would love to know where I can get a great 4-pop protector. I doubt that they make like hard stacks, but I would just need, a good UV protector, regular protector for this guy because it is so awesome. I think it's already worth like $450, which is huge. But this one is amazing, going to be in my collection for the rest of my life because I love Zack Snyder's Justice League, Restore the Snyderverse, and all of that kind of stuff. If you guys watched my videos of other Zack Snyder Justice League pops, you know my stance on that. But definitely a really awesome pop. So it had to be number 1 just because how unique it is, how much I really like the movie, and how invested I was in these characters for all of these years and come to fruition in the movie and in Funko Pop form. So there's our list, a crazy list of pops. But like I said, it was so hard whittling it down to 10. I even had a lot more pops that I considered from my honorable mentions, but I knew I wanted to make sure my honorable mentions were no more than 3 pops. So it was super difficult. I'm just kind of looking around my office here, and I see some more pops that I probably could have easily added to that list, but I just didn't have the space for it, and I had to make some tough decisions. But I love the list that I have here. Let me know if you guys maybe would change anything. If you kind of watch my channel, if you saw other pops that I have unboxed or that I've reviewed here in the channel, are there any of those that you probably would have put into my list? Also, let me know about your top 10 lists for 2021. What are your favorite Funko Pops that you picked up this year? I would love to hear all about that in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys can, hit that subscribe button, leave a like in the video, comment, hit that bell. It all just takes a second. Helps us out so much at the YouTube algorithm and everything. We very much appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for all the support this year. Like I said, it's been absolutely crazy. A lot going on. And definitely hard for a lot of people. But it's definitely been a bright spot with your guys' support. And it was a lot of fun making these videos. I will continue doing them in 2022 as we grow and get more friends here in our little Funko Pop community. And yeah, definitely stay tuned. I got a lot of really great videos coming up with a lot of awesome pops that we will be taking a look at. But thank you guys so much for watching today. Hope you guys have a safe and healthy Happy New Year. And as always, we'll see you again real soon, but this time in 2022.